Hey, welcome back. I'm Jen Powter, a weight loss and fitness expert, and what I'm going to be talking about today is how little things can have a big impact. So what I've got here is a bunch of different things, and what I've done is I've put some healthy stuff mixed with some not healthy stuff, but how I've arranged it has been according to package serving size. So you're going to see how even if you're trying to go with a serving size that you're looking at if you're portioning out stuff, how little bites can still have a really big impact. So right here, I've got 2 tablespoons of hemp hearts. I know that it's really common to throw those into smoothies or something like that, but right there, that's equivalent to 1 piece of bread. Now, an appropriate portion of almonds would basically be about a handful where you could actually close your fingers over and not see them. That's about 15 almonds. 1 piece of bread right there is the equivalent. Yet on the package, the serving size is for 1/3 of a cup. If I take a look at what 1/3 of a cup looks like in my hand, it's a really big handful, right? And that right there is more like 3 pieces of bread. So let's say we go to a slightly unhealthier version like the salted mixed nuts. On that package, the serving size was for 1/3 of a cup. This is actually what 1/3 of a cup looks like. If I put it into my hand, once again, it's a slightly large handful, but here, you know how many pieces of bread that would be if you were gonna eat it? A good 3 to 3.5. Sometimes I know I pack my kids snacks, I put in some apricots or some prunes, and for me, I could eat 4 or 5 apricots in about 2 seconds flat. The thing with that is, right here I've got 50 gram servings of everything, and this is about 1 piece of bread, 1 piece of bread, and 1 piece of bread. So even if you're having salads or things like that which are healthy, but you're dicing up some dried fruit to throw on there, you're adding in extra bites. I've got chocolate almonds. Now, in this little bowl, there are 9, okay? So 9 little chocolate almonds. This right here is equivalent to 3 pieces of bread. 2 of these little packages, that's 10 Sour Patch Kids and 10 little Swedish berries. That's the equivalent to 1 piece of bread. So sometimes you might only have a package or 2 at a time, but you end up having about 8 packages throughout the day. That in itself means you've taken in almost roughly 400 extra calories. This is a store-bought cookie. It says that it's like homemade, just like from a bake or just like from a market. Really healthy, they say on the packaging. Each of these cookies here is equivalent to 2 pieces of bread. Well, I haven't seen anybody yet who pretty much reaches for just 1 cookie. If you have 1, you often have 2, sometimes even 3. And just right there, you can consume 4 to 6 pieces of bread while just having a coffee or your favorite tea. What about if you are out for coffee? Let's say you go for a run, or maybe you've hit the gym and now you want to go get a treat at your favorite coffee shop, and you take a look at some of the pastries. Right here, I've got an oat bran muffin, because that sounds healthy, right? And hey, it's fall, how about a pumpkin scone? Well, this is where the small bites get really distorted and we don't understand the impact of what we're choosing. Right here, that's the equivalent of 3 pieces of bread. And the pumpkin scone, I bet you can't guess. This right here is the equivalent to 5 pieces of bread. Add on a grande latte and you've now almost had 2/3 of a loaf in probably about 10 minutes flat. So I actually bought a box of fuzzy peaches. On the serving size, it does say 9 pieces. So I portioned out 9 pieces and it looks like this. Just again, a handful. That 1 handful is equivalent to 1 piece of bread. But let's say you're in the car driving somewhere on a road trip and you don't actually count out those 9. Instead, you open the bag and you just keep reaching in until the box is empty. Have you ever done that? Right there, you've just consumed almost roughly 3 3/4 pieces of bread. Take it to other little things. When we think of little bites like Skittles or something like that, we really don't understand how these little portions can add up over time. What we do is we portion out, or maybe we just keep grabbing from the bag, and right here, if I was to eat this whole bowl, I've had almost 2 pieces of bread. Alright, so it's not that I think that any food in itself is bad, or that we shouldn't eat it, or that we should deny and deprive ourselves of the things that we enjoy. Food is part of life's simple pleasures, but we have to make sure that we are not underestimating the impact of our small bites or our small choices on our bodies, because when we're on a weight loss journey, or if we're simply trying to get a little bit leaner, it happens in the kitchen. And finally, by understanding how these little choices could be impacting you every day, you get wiser and smarter and more conscious about what you're choosing to put into your body. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back again next week. This is totally the place to be if you're wanting weight loss, health, and fitness tips. See you again.